Back up in this thing like I promised I'll be. Welcome back to Keep Planet TV underscore. Keep Planet TV underscore. Yo! Welcome, man. We just kicking and pushing on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Today we're going to be talking about my man, Matt Kalil. What happened to him? We're going to find out. But before we get started, you know how this thing goes. One quick question. Just one. Hey, do you like Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes, no, maybe, sometimes. If you like Carolina Panthers, go ahead and give me that. That's right, go and give me the dash. So today, we're going to be talking about my man, Matt Kalil. Hopefully, by the end of this video, it should let you in a little bit more about my man, let you know a little bit more about him and about how good he had the potential to be and some of the setbacks that he ran into. So let's go ahead and get in it. He was born into this thing with good genetics, good pedigree. His daddy, Frank, was a center at Arkansas and Arizona. His mama was a model. Matter of fact, she was Miss California in '81. His sister was a model. And let's not forget about his brother, our own Ryan Kalil, 5-time Pro Bowl, also All-American at USC. Yes, his name should be in the Raptors soon, y'all. So my man had a good foundation from go. In high school, 2005, as a sophomore, he made first-team All-American. Not only did he make first-team All-American in 2005, he turned around in 2006, first-team All-American in the state of California. He attended Cerrito High School, and as a senior, he went to EA Sports He became an EA Sports All-American, Super Prep All-American, US Today second-team All-American, and Scouts.com second-team All-American. So do you see the pattern here? My man is already living up to the hype. His teammates spoke highly of him. Not only is he out there beasting at 6'7", 315 pounds, my man was a humble man. Players spoke highly of him, coaches spoke highly of him. They say he never was one to read the papers and sit here and say, "Yo, look what I'm doing, look at the accolades." He was always a calm, humble man, and the teammates loved him, the coach loved him. And because of that, he earned the honor and respect of his teammates. He went on to become ESPN 150, and as a senior, he won Co-Lineman of the Year. He was ranked as a 5-star recruit by Rivals.com. In 2008, U.S. Army All-American team as well. When it was time to choose a college, he chose none other than following his brother's footsteps, Ryan, and choose the University of Southern California. During Matt Kalil's first year on campus, he became a redshirt. When he first started to see some action, he was a backup behind Tyron Smith. Who's Tyron Smith? That's right, the 6-time right tackle Dallas Cowboys. He backed him up. And he only seen a limited action in 11 games, including blocking a extra point. Matt would go on to become a starting left tackle by his sophomore year. And by his junior year, Matt would go on to make it to several All-American teams, including winning the Morris Trophy, just like his brother, Ryan Kalil. That year, Matt Barkley was the quarterback, and they averaged over 458 yards total offense a game. And they gave him only 8 sacks, in which Matt Kalil had none. He was projected to go 3rd overall to the Minnesota Vikings, but they traded back to 4th spot and took him then. So my man went on to get drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, and he kind of went to a mess-up situation. He had to block for Christian Ponder. I don't care if you put whoever you want to put out there, Jonathan Ogden, but it's kind of messed up. It's Christian Ponder, man. In Matt's rookie year, he made the 2012 All-Rookie team. He also made the 2012 Pro Bowl. He was an alternate given the fact that Trenton Williams had some off-the-field issues that he couldn't make it. So there you go. Boom. He did pretty good, right? Let's check out the numbers. With 4 penalties, 2 of those were false start, 0 holding, but he did allow 5.5 sacks. And that 5.5 number will be a reoccurring thing. In 2013, my man again allowed over 6 sacks. 2014, he allowed over 13.7. That's almost 14 sacks in that season. He's going to get somebody killed out there. It's not a coincidence. The same year he allowed his sack numbers to increase, his total penalties increased. Things had gotten so bad in Minnesota that the fans were going on Twitter and tagging him in hateful and mean posts, such as these right here. On top of that, he ended up going on the Rich Eisen show with him and Ryan, and they talked about why he deleted his Twitter.
My Twitter game is really bad.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to.
You're not even on Twitter, are you, Matt?
He's not.
After playing in Minnesota, I just got rid of my Twitter.
In what will be Matt's final full healthy season in Minnesota, he went on to allow another 5.5 sacks and committed 7 penalties. The following year in 2016, he ended up on the IR after just 1 game. And yes, he did allow 1.5 sacks in that game. We all know he ended up signing to the Carolina Panthers after having season-ending hip surgery. What I find interesting is in 2017, he came out in an article and stated that he still was having effects from the surgery on his hip, and that caused to his down year in 2017. Now, even though my man wasn't playing up to his best of his ability, as a Carolina Panthers fan, I don't encourage people in my group, or I don't encourage fans, period, to sit here and attack this person. Yeah, he's making millions of dollars. Yeah, he's living comfortable, and yeah, he's getting paid to do a service and do it right, but he's still a human being. Imagine you going to work every day, and everything you do wrong, or something you mess up at, somebody's cussing you out, or somebody hates you, or threatening to want to see you fired. That wouldn't be cool. As a fan, I believe we have the right to express our opinion. You know what I mean? If you're going to buy memorabilia, if you're going to buy jerseys and all kind of good stuff, season tickets and stuff like that, you got the right to vent your frustration, but just vent it in an articulate way and make sure you're not trying to come off as a wishy-washy fan or bandwagon fan, because I ride with my team whether win or lose. But hey, skull, right? I'm gonna loosely quote this, but at one point Ryan said that he chose a tough position to play because you're going against the best every week. Things would get no better for Matt, as in 2018 he ended up having season-ending knee surgery after an accident in training camp. To sum up Matt Kalil's career, he had over 39 sacks allowed for a total of 278 yards given. So if you combine all his sack yards, they would equal at least the football field 3 times over. Just in case you're curious, over 7 seasons, my man made a total of $56 million. Some of you guys are like, well, he made $55 million with the Panthers. No, it don't work that way. What happens is with these contracts, you get a portion of it guaranteed, then the rest of it you earn through bonuses and you earn through season paychecks and stuff like that. So altogether, for all 7 seasons, he made about $56 million. So to sum things up, what happened to Matt Kalil? I think my man had high expectations coming from USC, coming from high school where you were All-American, then going into college, then turn around going into the NFL, then having an actual good year, his 2012 rookie year. I don't think he could handle the pressure. Not only do I think he could handle the pressure, injuries, man, and it's hard to come back for injuries. I don't care what nobody says. My heart goes out to the man because I'm a man who played ball all the way up until college and even semi-pro and had a chance to go to the Canadian Football League. But due to injuries, you're never the same. Whether it's your hip, whether it's your knee, you're never the same. So I think that kind of, like he said before, it lingered on into the 2017 season, then 2018. Hey, it happens. And on the other side of the argument, I just think my man didn't live up to the hype. I mean, it's hard to go against, you got star defensive ends that you're going up against every week in and week out. And you're a big guy and you're used to just taking somebody and just jacking them up and throwing them down the field. But now you got to stop and try to balance that speed out with your power. And if you're not quick enough, if you don't have good feet movement, if you don't have good agility, if you don't have good awareness, then I don't care if you're 9,000 feet tall or 800 pounds, it's not going to happen. I got love for him, no disrespect to him, man. It just didn't work out. Get in the comment section, let me know what you think about this topic. And if you want to see any more other topics, just go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to Keep Pounding _TV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Got a podcast on Bean Pod. Make sure you follow me on Facebook at El Grande Gato. I'm your host, The Big Cat. I'm out. Peace, y'all.